Okay, guys, welcome back. Did you see the first video? Is your brain going a little bit of what can I use Pinterest for in my business? I hope that you got some ideas and that you are like, honey, I didn't really know Pinterest did all that. It's a search engine. It's just plain and simple a search engine. The first one is Google. Google's number one. The second one is YouTube. Guess who owned YouTube? Google. And then the third one is Pinterest. Okay. So if you're feeling frustrated on Facebook or Instagram, like you still need those social media platforms because people are social. Okay. But you've got to be able to drive traffic, okay, to either a course or a product or an affiliate link or whatever that looks like. Okay. So I want you to really consider using Pinterest for your business. Okay. In my course that is coming, I talk about like how do you schedule those things so it's not taking like forever to do it, like making it super simple on you to be able to do that. Okay, so let's talk about pins for a second. Okay, you guys, there is a right way to do pins and there is a wrong way to do pins. Okay, and I've seen it all, unfortunately. So let me jump in here right quick. Can we do a little show and tell? So here's my friend Melanie I was telling you guys about earlier. So Melanie calls me one night and is like, I need an audit of my Pinterest page, which I do. And so when I do that, I just kind of like go through and look at pins and I look at, the path that everything is going in your boards and keywords and all of that fun stuff that most people don't really think about. So the first thing I noticed when her and I got to talking was I was like, girl, like your website is amazing. Okay. The problem is your pins. Okay. And let me pull one up so you guys can see. Let me go to her pins. You guys, her pictures are stunning. I don't know if you guys can see, like her pictures are stunning. And not all of these are her, but so this looks, yeah, this is one of hers. So you can kind of see here, like she does a ton of DIY stuff. Okay, and here was the problem is when things were well, like this one. Oops. It wasn't saying tutorial on there. Okay, and so some of her pins, like when they were pulling back up, what was coming up recommended were Etsy shops. Okay, and I told her, I said, you've got to, you guys, you have to be putting some keywords in there. Okay, and there's a super easy way. I actually have some lists that you can purchase. So if you're doing essential oils or if you're just wanting a custom one, I can do that also. But there's a way to know like how many times somebody's searching for those keywords. Okay, so you've got to be able to figure that out. Okay, and I teach that in the course because if you don't, then you're just kind of spinning your wheels. Okay, so like here was one of hers. And you can see here, so here's the thing, you guys, this is a tutorial. Would you guess that? No. And the problem was nobody else was either. Okay, like people were thinking that it was for sale. And you can see here, when you see products like that, they're all from Etsy stores. And so I told her, I said, one, you need to look at your keywords a little bit better because wooden beaten castle wasn't a keyword that was coming up a whole lot. But here's like an example of what she did so that so she could get more traffic. Okay, so you can see see if we can find a really, really good one here. Okay, so here's a really, really good one. Okay, so this became, it had more keywords in it, okay? But then it also tells you that it's a tutorial, okay? And that helps people know, oh, it's not for sale, okay? It's still gonna pull up some Etsy ones, but are you gonna purchase this if you know, oh, if I click on this, like I can go learn how to make this, okay? They're gonna go learn how to make this. So what does that look like? And you guys can see. So like when you go to her website, her pictures are stunning. She tells you step by step. Like it's just, yeah, it's amazing. And it looks like she like totally took that apart. But she also puts like, make sure you pin that later, you know, so it takes you back to that. Plus it takes you to a couple other projects. So you're staying on that website. So here's the thing, you guys, if you have a website and you have about 10,000 views a month, you can start to get ad revenue. Okay, so advertisers will pay you because people are coming to your site. Okay, so it's an amazing way to kind of look at that. But you guys, it's just being able to say, okay, what can I create? Okay, what am I making? But how can I make that look amazing? Okay, so first you want a great picture. The picture is amazing. You can see here, like, there's two different fonts. Okay, but the real curly font is easy to read. Okay, and that's a big thing. She's also got in her description, like she's using more keywords, she's using hashtags. I teach all of this in the course so that you can do it right. Because you don't want to have to go back in and like figure out how to fix it. That's insane. That's totally insane. Let me pull up PicMonkey so you guys can see this real quick. So I love using PicMonkey. I think it's a great way to create graphics, and I have a link of that in there so that you can use that link and get started with PicMonkey. You can also do it with Canva too. I'm just not, I didn't start with Canva. So, but here's the thing, you guys, when you're doing, a pin, you want to make sure as much as possible that it's a white background, okay, that there are, that the pictures that you're using, and you can use stock photos, okay, it's better to use your own, but you can use stock photos, but make sure it's clear, okay, not a messy background, not the back of your living room that looks like it needs to be clean. Like you can see on this one, like it's got a keyword, it's got another keyword, and that's even a third keyword in there, okay, so it kind of goes in all different categories. But you can tell this is an RV. You can tell that this would be something you would see in an RV. Okay, it doesn't have a colored background, you know, because look at that. Yuck. Okay, like a white background always does better. So, but how do you set up this template? Okay, because and that's something I teach in the course, because you guys, once you do it once, that's one thing I love about PicMonkey, is once I do it once, then I can pull that back up and I can use it again and again and again. And you guys, on your website, on your posts, like you're going to take that one post or that one affiliate and you're going to repurpose that and make 5 to 10 posts up, or 5 to 10 pins out of that. Okay, because it may go in a different board. You saw on this one, I used 3 separate keywords: RV cooking, kitchen essentials, kitchen organizer. Okay, so if I have those 3 boards, they can all go there. Okay, so just make sure you're doing really super clean, white if at all possible. This was a PicMonkey photo. Okay, and this came. This is an Amazon link, and so this picture is directly from Amazon, and they take really great photos. And it's fine to use that as long as you're linking to that. Okay, if you're using it for a different purpose, it's not okay. Okay, but on this one in particular, we are using this as an affiliate link. Okay, so the whole pin goes to an affiliate link. But you want some movement. You want people's eyes to kind of stop, look, just throwing a photo up there or throwing, I've seen like diffuser blends where you guys like, can you read that? I can't read that. Well, these 40-year-old eyes can't read that. Okay, so I can't read that. Like, what does that say? Okay, so you can see here, like, here's another one. There's another one. You know, and here, like, I mean, make sure the dog looks cute. You can see here where it's like a recipe and they've gone like step by step. Okay, or here's another one where Pillsbury always does like a good job. You can see here, like Hobby Lobby, you can see how that's done. Use your colors, use your branding, okay? We talk about that in our monthly coaching. Like, you want some branding, okay? Like, here's another one. Like, I can't read that. Okay, if I can't read it, I mean, and I'm on desktop. So if I'm on mobile, I really probably can't read that. Okay, and I talk about in the course, like, what is the proper size, okay? Because sometimes when you go so small, it does not show up in the feed. Okay, so there's a ton of little tricks. You guys can see here, like, it, you know, there's just a ton of little tricks to make it pop a little bit. Okay, because if you're not doing that, you're not going to get seen. Okay, so, and that's what we want. We want you to get traffic, and we want you to be able to get the traffic that you're wanting. And look here, you guys, I mean, photos. Like, does that not make you want an Oreo cheesecake donut? This one, I'm a little bit confused. Like, what is all of that? It needs some words. It needs some words. I mean, like, y'all, this one is stunning. Okay, like, their photos are stunning. That is such a good pin. Okay, like, the photos are just, and you guys, it's just taking photos while you're going. Okay, so definitely take that into consideration when you're working on your pins. Okay, because what people see matters. It will be the difference of the traffic, and it's keywords, it's the photo, and it's just simplicity versus super busy. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. I'd love to hear some takeaways on that. I'd love to hear, have you ever created a pin for Pinterest? Okay, so definitely do that, and definitely get the free resource below so that you'll know when the Pinterest course is coming out. It's totally for beginners. So it'll help you use Pinterest for your business to be able to get people interested in your business. So definitely you want to be a part of this, okay? Okay, guys, see you in the next video. We're going to be talking about keywords.